Good morning, everyone. Thursday morning again. Couple of subjects I would like to address with you today. The first one is the natural caregiver rule that we have at the residence. The second thing with the natural caregiver, I would like to address with you the new rule announced by our Prime Minister, Mr. Legault, last night around the rule for people that will be alone during the Christmas period. This is one. After that, we'll have a testimonial from a granddaughter of two grandparents living here in Seva. She had the COVID last spring. They beat the COVID, but she would like to share with you her experience against the COVID. Christmas dinner, New Year dinner. Jennifer was right. Sorry, but she was right. We made some mistake. We had a couple of meetings to fix it, and now I would like to announce you the new rule for the Christmas dinner and the New Year dinner. In January, we have a contest in December, but for January, we have a contest to win a fantastic Discover dinner with wine pairing. That will be made by me and Nicole. It will be a 4 services. To win that, I will explain how that will be done. And at the end, I would like to share with you the next period and the staff holiday and vacation they will have. First, come back to the natural caregiver rule that we have. I think everybody is pretty aware, but just to be sure everybody understands well that rule. The residents allow per address 3 natural caregiver only, and it will be to visit you one at a time only. And they will have to respect all the rules that you receive during the training. If it's already not done, that training, I would like to invite you to ask to your natural caregiver to come here during the week between 7:30 in the morning and 5 p.m. to register their name to be a natural caregiver for you. The new rule from the Prime Minister Legault, they will allow the right for a person, an alone person, they will be alone during Christmas to visit the family bubble. Is it correct? Is it not? This is depend the risk of that contact. Some bubble it's have a higher risk depending how that bubble is made, and some other it's not. It's your choice. You have the right, but it will be your choice. But just think, here we have the restaurant open, we have our activity, we have everything to put you at risk for a night or for a dinner when we know about the vaccine. It's very close. Do we risk for a night? I'll let you take that decision. Right now, like I said previously,
We will
continue with
I have
the
the
chance
testimony.
to be with Catherine. Catherine, she's the granddaughter of 2 of our residents right now here. She have her grandpa and grandma here, living here. And Catherine is here with me because she had last spring to fight against the COVID. Was a very bad experience, was not a chance for sure. After his testimonial, you will pretty understand what exactly is the COVID. A lot of people said in the social media about the fact COVID, it's never happened. It's made. It's an history. It's something. It's not very dangerous, and it's a conspiration against everybody, and we don't have to wear a mask. It's not dangerous, and the most part of the population will never get it, and or have to fight with it. And it's only old citizens have a lot of problem when you fight with that virus, but it's not true, because I have Catherine just in front of me. She's 26 years old, and she had to fight against. And Catherine, you can remove your mask and your glasses because we are at a social distance to do it. I would like you to share from the beginning how that happened. What was your feeling exactly? What exactly you feel when you have the battle against that virus? If you can share and explain, and if I have some question, we can go deeper on that subject.
Yes, absolutely. So as mentioned last spring, I contacted COVID-19. It was really early on, early March, end of February, so it was still new and not fully aware of in Canada. I was traveling a lot for work, so I was out in Vancouver and Halifax. And then while I was at the airport, after a few times I was taking flights, I started to feel sick, kind of like a common cold. So I started to have fever, I was throwing up, I was very muscle aches, I had a lot of muscle aches. And then it just kept getting worse and worse. A few days, maybe 24 hours or 48 hours in, I started to have 39-degree fever, and it kept increasing. I had trouble walking from all the muscle ache. Yeah, and then I kept throwing up, and it wasn't breaking. So I started just using ice packs on my chest and on my back, just to try to ease the pain from breathing, because that was also very painful. It was like having stabbing knives to my chest.
This was before you take a flight to come back in Montreal.
Exactly, yeah. So it was between two flights. Then I took the flight back because I just thought it was a cold, not thinking more about it.
Yeah.
And then several days in, it kept getting worse and worse. I lost my voice. I had.
You just not lost your voice. You lost some pound too.
Yes,
right?
yeah. So in 7 days, I had lost 22 pounds.
Wow.
So it was extremely painful. I can't recall having been that sick, and just the nausea and the passing out from throwing up, and the trouble breathing, and just falling asleep and going in such a deep sleep that even one evening I recall calling my mom and telling her that I wasn't sure I was going to wake up because I was just so out of breath and so in so much pain. And that lasted several days, up to almost 2 weeks of extreme symptoms, and fatigue. Yeah. Out of the 13 that were listed, I had 11 of them.
Wow. And you told me on the French version, after the peak for your recuperation from that virus, how many hours per day you was sleeping at that time?
I was definitely sleeping at least 18 hours a day for a couple of months, just trying to recuperate. It was extremely painful to walk and to do stairs, any physical activity. So to get better took a lot of time. And
take months and months.
Yeah, months and months. And it's maybe just a few months now that I can go a day without napping or have more energy. But it was, for the reestablishment, was very long.
Yeah, at some point you was thinking to pass away.
Yes, yeah, definitely. I was very scared. It was very serious, and we all think that it won't happen to us, or that's a tricky thing with the virus, is that we don't know where we can contact it, and we don't know how it's going to affect us.
Yeah, no flavor, no odor.
Yeah.
You can see it exactly. We never know when, where, and how we can be affected by that.
Yeah.
If I provide you the chance to have some word to our residents,
Yes.
or talk about the virus.
I would say that despite the circumstances and how hard it is, and all the guidelines that are in place, it is important to respect them, because that's what it could change your life and save your life in a sense. And that it is to respect those measures that are in place, and to be very vigilant to limit your outings, your contact with other individuals, for your safety and for your loved one's safety. So it would be as hard as it can be, and as challenging as it is also mentally.
Yeah,
we have
absolutely.
to try our best to stay safe.
Finally, I will provide you 15 or 30 seconds, like you wish, to say something to your grandma and grandpa.
Yes. Well, we want to say hi, we miss you, and to keep staying safe and taking care of yourself, that it is going to get better. And we are doing this so that everyone can stay safe, and we can't wait to see you at the end of this, and to hug you, and that we love you so much.
Merci, Catherine.
Merci.
After that
Thank
testimonial, very, very touching me, but we'll talk about great thing. Christmas dinner and New Year dinner. Jennifer was right. We made some mistake, and we redo all the plan. And for that, the 24th and the 25th, we will have a service at 1 p.m. and we will begin. We let you entry to the dining room from 12:30, just to be sure everybody will be placed and ready for the Christmas dinner at 1 p.m. And we will have another one at 5 p.m. Same rule, 30 minutes before, we will allow you to entry in the dining room. The 25, same thing, 1, 12:30, 1, 4:30, 5, and it will be the same food and the same menu at that time. Yeah, it's 4 times the same menu, and this is because it was very tough decision, because we are in COVID and it's impossible to full load the dining room with 300 people and put everybody at risk, and we made that decision to allow only 150 persons in the dining room. We will remove the piano, we will go in the activity room, we will use the full room that we have to be sure we will have again the distanciation between everyone. From there, it's why we will repeat 4 times the same menu. It's to allow everybody in Seva to have a chance to have a Christmas dinner. Same thing for the 1st, the 31st and the 1st of January. It will be the same rule, and the registration will begin next Monday for that dinner. The contest in December, everyone that will buy a ticket booklet for the month, 31 ticket, everyone they buy a new forfait, everyone they already have a forfait with us at the dining room, will have a chance to win a fantastic prize of a dinner for 3 times, and that dinner will happen at the end of January, and that dinner will be made by me and Nicole, and will be served and paired with wine. This will be a very fantastic experience, and we will make that on the VIP area on the dining room, just to you have a chance to take your time and have great time around a great meal. This will be for January, and this will be repeat again in January, February, March. If the COVID, it's the time the COVID will be there, the contest will be there. Last point, vacation and holiday for the staff. Just be sure if some chief or some employee is not there, is because they have to recharge their battery. It was a tough year for them, and at that period of the year, they have to deal and compose with that strange Christmas that we will have, and I think it's time for some to recharge their battery, and it will be at that time. I would like to repeat, we have a very, very, very great chance to have a dining room still open. If you check outside of Seva, no restaurant, any restaurant right now is open. We still have a restaurant here. For that, we need to continue the great job we do right now since March, 9 months without any case of COVID here inside our wall. This is not a chance. It's because everyone, all together, we do our best to avoid that lottery. I will never repeat enough. Your best friend is that, the mask. Wear the mask correctly. Wash your hand. Every time as is possible, wash it correctly. Be sure the distanciation, it's 2 meters every time between everyone. And with this, I think we will continue to have our restaurant, our activity, and have what we have right now. Your mask. Talk to you next Thursday.